Hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda.
You okay, Ryder?
The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
But now it's yours. You just need to decide what you're going to do with it.
Where do I start? I'm just not sure I'm...
Oh, did not mean to interrupt that. Alrighty, time to take the space train. I always thought the concept of a space train, like in a game like this, it's so
It'll be nice to
advanced,
see some friendly faces.
strange.
The Nexus runs a support crew. Just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back.
Rough Rider
Real food and a shower are just ahead.
is dead. He's dead, Liam.
Here we are.
Oh, okay.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody?
Yeah, this
Well, this can't be right.
doesn't look good.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
We could see what the VI has to say.
Oh, hey. Hey, Avina, you're a familiar face.
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the
Why
welcome
do you look
party's
like
hiding?
every other Asari in
I'm
this game?
sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
Okay. It's the current
What
year.
year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or
Okay, so
perhaps
she
the
has
mysterious
no idea
twilight
what's
world
happening.
of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted
Oh.
all colony worlds to ensure your security and
It's supposed to be
prosperity.
more than one Pathfinder.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Yeah.
That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Why would they make the VI
Plants are
sound
still
like
alive.
that? Unknown error. Like, I feel like you could have just programmed her saying it normally.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Yep, I would. Ryder, you're a weirdo, dude.
Hello?
Just scanning people when they have their back turned to you.
This place should be packed with people.
Should be. But I've only seen one.
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark?
Yes.
Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Even more
Or
went
captured,
wrong.
or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
Hey, look, a Turian. Oh
Turian
no!
cannons.
Why'd they ruin the
I think I will
Turian's
show on the
legs?
Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an arc had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
I don't like how their lips move.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first arc we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Oh.
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Wait, what?
Everything that could go wrong with our plan has.
Apparently.
We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Well, that is
Not
what
even
an exile
close.
is.
But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
I mean, hopefully.
No
Jeez,
word
we're
from
not
the
in
other
great shape
Pathfinders?
either.
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem.
This day just keeps getting better.
We're here.
Yeah.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been
Okay.
fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Ugh.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an arc to finally show up.
He looks like he's in so much
Docking
pain going up
procedures are
those
green
stairs.
across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
That woman looks like my identical twin. Oh.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
Thanks, Ken.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're short on everything.
We're
This is
also
Foster
not in good
Addison.
shape.
She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's
Thanks.
dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead.
Why does my face look like
Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
that? Well,
It
I'm
now
right
falls
here.
to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
You're in trouble here. I'd say you need any help you can get.
We need qualified help.
That's
really
no way to treat a guest.
qualified help.
I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
Oh my god.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, you don't need to be involved with this conversation anymore.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
You don't have to go with him. He seems weird. Okay, bye.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kesh, but it is a bit of a mess.
I can't believe how far off track things have gone.
It's bad, but it's not over. Not yet.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Ooh.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on.
Wait, what? You're just
You have
sapping the
my
power
vote.
that we're using to keep, like, our
And when the power
cryopods
runs
alive?
out,
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And
Alrighty.
don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
I certainly will. You seem like one of the only nice people here, apart from maybe Kandros.
Taylor, where's that?
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion.
It
It's
isn't
good
what
to
we
have
want,
you here.
but what choice do we have?
Oh, God.
All right, what happened?
to who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Really?
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will. We'd never have left home if we...
Yeah?
Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Oh, God, I don't want to talk.
Father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much
my
like a colonial
God.
director without colonies.
Excuse
No,
me, Director
I'm
Addison.
sorry.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you.
Thanks
Prove me wrong.
for telling me the stakes. I genuinely don't care about your input, so I guess it doesn't matter. I want to talk to Nakmor Cash. She seemed like a sweetie. Who's down here? Is that you, Kandros? Hey, buddy. You seem nice too.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Kandros, you're amazing.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a
guy's
prospecting
awesome.
team on some moon when we ran into a species we'd never seen before. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the
Wow.
time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Yeah. Only the strongest like me and you, Kandros. We're just the most related to the
My
person.
team ran into some not-so-friendly locals on the way here.
Bony crests, advanced tech, merciless sons of bitches.
Yep.
They're called the Cat. We've sighted them on several worlds already. I've seen how dangerous they are firsthand. They could take the Nexus apart. Someday Addison will believe me.
Why wouldn't she believe you? They're clearly in a... Addison's awesome.
What brought
man.
you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know?
Yeah.
Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Hey, you know, it's not a bad reason.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows.
Yeah, how
But I've seen their
can't know
weaponry
that?
and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Well, me and you both, Kandros. That was a good talk.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Tyrion. Tyrion Kandros. I like that
What
guy.
am I going to do?
Oh no, what's wrong, Mariette?
It's not right.
That's how you pronounce
It's
your name.
not fair.
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Hey.
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband,
It's a little
he's
too
locked
topical.
up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Oh my god.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would.
Yeah.
They say it's murder. They're
Whoa.
calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident.
Jeez.
His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to.
Definitely.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Oh my god. It's horrible. Yeah, I feel like I should probably get this squared away pretty quick.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken
What?
Rensis.
Ah, our murderer.
Help
Wife's here
you?
all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with
Why are you so leaned back, man?
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Yikes.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead.
Oof.
The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
I see.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Jesus.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them, but I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Yeah.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
We'll get you out of there, buddy. If you are a decent guy, and if you're not, I guess I'm doing nothing for you.
No news on the Turian Arc yet? Or is this militia business?
Well, my favorite Turian. It's about the murder case.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder.
Yeah.
Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
That's...
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
It's understandable. I swear, if I open up this recording and and he says, "I'm gonna blow your chest up and make it look like an accident," I might not be able
Nexus
to do
versus
anything.
colonist Nilkin, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Yeah, that, well, all I'm gonna say is I hope we can find something that'll clear him up with Shaw. If he is a good guy, that is. Girl Scout? What is happening? Hey, Cassidy.
Cassidy Shaw?
Nice hair.
I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilkin murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yeah.
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
The way they say his chest burst open, it seems like possibly he might have gotten killed by somebody else. Like he could have been sniped. Nobody's really saying conclusively that Nilkin shot him. So,
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer.
Come on, Cassidy.
In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
So you convicted a man for it. Awesome. Even though he might not have done it, hopefully.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been killed. The reality of the act sinking in.
You seem real biased about this, too.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
The way you're twisting this...
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined?
Oh.
Important piece of a murder investigation.
Yeah.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
We are definitely gonna go back for that because that is huge. That's the difference between him getting sniped by a cat or actually having been shot in an
This is the
accidental
planet
discharge.
where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Oh, okay.
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself.
Oh, okay.
To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that.
Yeah.
This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay.
Okay. But you said every planet you found is unlivable.
Yeah.
So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Oh my god. Get out of here with that.
I think I should go check on things.
Thanks, Cora.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Okay, yeah.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for EOS will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Yeah, no, I just had this AI in my brain
me and
that's
Sam node on the
killing me.
Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Okay.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Yeah.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for.
That's a huge
it paints
problem.
the initiative in an unflattering light.
I
Did you have some other business?
wouldn't worry about being painted in an unflattering light. I'd probably worry about the thousands of people who might be adrift at space.
I'm looking into the Nilkenrensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first.
Of course.
But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
Yeah. Or it will reveal exactly what actually happened.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case.
Yeah.
I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
I respect that bias, but you acknowledge that it might not check out that way. Fair enough.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for.
The Council.
If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst.
Council racist.
Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship.
Oh.
It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Awesome. I didn't care about any of those races anyway. I didn't want to see Corians or Drell or Hanar in this beautiful new Frostbite engine.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Hanar might have
Assuming
looked
the planet
awful in this
supports
game.
life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Okay.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Hey, enthusiasm.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic.
Oh,
She
wow.
and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some
Oof.
at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space.
Hey,
Life had its
now we're here.
detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the Initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
I appreciate that.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
It seems like the only problem in this whole equation is Addison. She seems like the only one who's at all kind of contentious with the others.
What more can you tell me about the Initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before.
Yeah.
We've all left home in search
Which
of
is weird.
freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Well, I already asked him his motivations.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arcs. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda.
Yeah.
Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix.
Oh,
As
come
a Solarian,
on,
my
Tan.
kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Why don't you like
Really?
the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Oh, Tan, we were having such a good conversation.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative,
That's horribly
Garson,
inconvenient.
is dead.
How did Gene Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Jesus.
Kandros
It's
mentioned
horrible.
something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them.
Really?
They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Because
I
they're
doubt
exiled.
You've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
The common citizen, we're all in this together. How are we not being treated equally?
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
So...
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Clearly, the Krogan are a little bit more than just the heavy lifters if Kesh is running the physical operations of the Nexus.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now.
Oh my god. Just happened. Hey.
Hey, you okay?
Something explode?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this.
Fair enough.
I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny.
That Asari
Would
behind us
you,
looks pretty
if
suspicious.
you have time, maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Yeah.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help.
Sure.
I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
I swear, if this guy turns out to be the...
Find out why. Be careful.
That would not shock me. If he turned out to be the one sabotaging
To
or
cover
something
their
like that.
tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
You'd be surprised. There's also providing
Hey,
a
Liam.
bank.
One moment. Oh, jeez. I ran that a little bit. Okay.
Procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Oh, hey, Cash. Wait, so... What, this goes... Oh, I see.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Wait a minute.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
I don't trust that Cassidy show.
All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Okay, well, I'm
Security
completely wrong.
video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Okay, Ryder.
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
I will confront the saboteur.
Hyperion docking procedures are now.
Oh, hi, Cora. Oh, well, yeah, let me talk to everybody here.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
She understands the stakes. If I fail,
You won't.
Let's
yeah,
hope
well,
not.
of course.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
Awesome.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Yeah. Hopefully she thaws out soon. Let's talk to Cash and then we'll head out. Sorry, this has been kind of a talking intensive one. I suppose there was a lot of action in the first part, so give a little break.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Okay.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Some large hands you have there. Why would I ask about the
When
genophage?
we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Ugh.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal.
I mean,
Not that my
yeah.
ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Well, considering what I just heard from Director Tan, right? This is a little speedster outside. Considering what I just heard from Tan, yeah.
What about the Krogan
Might
here in
not
Andromeda?
happen.
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus.
Oh.
A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had.
Yeah.
Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Yeah, instead of 1 out of 1,000, now you're looking at 40 out of 1,000. That's huge.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up.
Okay.
There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Yeah, I keep hearing about that.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Oh, well,
Killed
come
in
on.
the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
Yeah.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
Honestly.
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever.
Yeah, I feel like
And
she
let's
was
not
already
forget
like
how
that,
badly
probably.
the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
So it seems like
What
you
kind
all
of work
really
do you
need
do
me
as
pretty bad.
superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built.
What?
I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Yeah,
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Did the deal go through?
Tan. Clearly
The clan
not,
held up
Ryder.
their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Yeah.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Hey, I won't pry.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
Good talk, Kesh. Big fan of you. And your work. This seems like a really horrifying scenario that you've had to deal with. And I guess I'm gonna finish talking with Addison too, because I guess I should give her a fair shake.
Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in
Yeah.
a risk-taking mood.
Got it.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
What? So you don't trust Kandros because he's doing his job. Okay.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Oh, God.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business.
That's clearly not you.
The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know.
That sounds like
We've mostly avoided it.
BS.
And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Yeah.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other.
That doesn't sound like great.
Nexus, a citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Okay. Alright, well, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm glad that I talked to Addison. She doesn't seem like quite the one-sided, horrible person that I thought she was, so I will give her that.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is
Some
running
hair
on
you
empty.
got there.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Yeah, they might
There's
all be
apparently
dead.
no viable planets in range. Exile may have been a sanitized death sentence.
What a shit show. Pathfinder, we have to get this back on track or we don't survive. No pressure, right?
Yeah.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
I appreciate your eagerness, Liam. I will definitely say that about you, despite the fact that you've resulted in my death a couple times already. Alrighty, well, we've got quite a bit to do, I suppose. We have to investigate the first murder, we have to set up a new base, and we have to catch a saboteur that's still on the Nexus. Hopefully. I say hopefully so we can, you know, arrest her. Let's see here. Oh, hey, she's here. Oh God, if I have to kill her. If I have to shoot
Zarkellis?
this woman.
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Oh,
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
So it was Raj,
My
wasn't it?
scans point at Raj as the one.
Oh, okay.
So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Pattle's. A third party seems likely.
I see.
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
It's a
Because we
possibility.
both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them.
Yeah.
I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Oh, I have to run all the way back.
How did it go? Is it really her?
No.
It wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be her, even though I was, you know, kind of possibly ready to be the second murderer on the Nexus. I feel like you could definitely make a joke about a Turian, a Solarian, and a Krogan all have to run a space station. There's got to be a joke somewhere in there. Let's check out these security cams. Okay.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
Thanks, Ryder. Oh. Yeah. Send some. They're just talking about Sloane Kelly and the Exiles and trying to keep an eye on them. Oh. At the very bottom.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Let's check another.
I think there was... Oh. Okay.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
Yeah, we should be able to tell who did that.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
I guess Raj was
the files
right.
were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
The plot thickens, I suppose, as this side quest becomes increasingly more complicated. Hello, sir. Do you mind if I scan you?
Negative match.
Suppose not. It's a human male. This guy looks kind of suspicious.
Negative match.
Okay, whatever you say. He's squatting down here with the gun. Dale Adkins.
Scan results
I
show
knew it
partial
from the
positive.
start.
Target is most likely.
Dale Adkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Your security. What are you working on that panel for, huh?
We know what you've been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
So you're gonna kill other people's loved ones, or possibly result in more deaths of loved ones. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Whatever happened back then, hurting people now makes no sense.
Yeah.
What do you know? I don't care
Really,
what
dude?
you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Exactly.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
It's not up to me.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
And then he walked away and left. Was that it? Hey, level up, I guess. That was kind of anticlimactic. Alright, scientists. Oh, hey, another...
But the
oh,
planet
why
was
are you,
toxic.
why are you
What if they
bent
store
like
oxygen
that?
in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon that.
You must be the Pathfinder.
I
Wonderful.
am.
You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr...
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Okay, that's three of a kind. That beats a full house.
What fields do you study?
Eric's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
Why do all the sorry
Maybe
look like
Addison
that?
will give
It's
us a
so
real
bad.
workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
What, was that it? What, did I really come back just for that? Oh, Sam node. Oh my god, this seems like we should... Yeah, let's shut this thing off. Yep, we
Hello,
don't need
Ryder.
it.
Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
I hope not.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required.
What
Alec
are
called them
you?
profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious. Like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a symbiotic relationship benefiting us both.
What do you
get
mean
out
to
of
be?
this? Though I'm
Yeah.
artificial in design, I am fully sentient.
Oh
far
my
beyond
god.
what even the initiative understands.
And this thing is stuck in my brain now.
You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
How do human experiences affect a computer?
This was a question your father often pondered. I am intended to be the answer.
Sounds like we both are. What does this mean for us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Yeah.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
It certainly does. And I have no questions for you, you horrifying monster of a sentient AI. Sentinel, yeah, that's bionic in tech. No, I'm definitely okay with... Oh, I can't be a soldier. Okay, I have to be a Sentinel. Sick. Did not really want to be bionic in tech, but that's okay. Oh, we have a whole docking bay.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
Do we have the same
And
haircut?
final checks looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
Well, yeah.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style.
I feel like you have to take classes for that. I don't think I've taken those classes.
They call her the Tempest.
Looks like a Destiny version of the Normandy. It's also kind of shaped like a mass relay or the Alliance logo. That's cool.
Let's go take a closer look.
Yeah.
Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
Alright.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold
That's
it, hold
fair.
it. You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
What? I didn't do it. What? Yeah.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right?
Please don't hurt Ben.
Came here with a family, didn't you?
No.
Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Really?
I didn't like how that started.
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know.
We're really gonna save this
I got
guy's
family
son.
too, Ben.
We're not save him, but just get him out of whatever.
Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
I agree with that completely, Vetra.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Whoa, what? What does that mean? Oh, you're referring to the leadership on the Nexus. Okay, fair enough.
Everything's
Okay.
state of the art.
Pretty
Labs,
roomy.
sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah,
Sure.
glad to see you looking well.
Thanks, Lexi.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's
Why
Gil
is there
Brody,
like a shaky
engineer,
cam?
mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment,
We
gathering
call it.
intel.
That's just what this
Router
is.
engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
We call
Welcome
them
aboard,
exiles.
Sam.
They are
And
exiles.
Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer.
Sous vide.
Your
Okay.
quarters are below.
It's my favorite way to
Plenty
cook
of
meat.
space up here to get everyone together.
It's not.
It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
Man, I wish it was the Normandy, but you know,
Every
budget
plan
cuts.
the initiative made is out the window. Now it's on us to find the way.
We all came here ready for a challenge. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Oh my god, clay face over here. Jeez. Ugh.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
Well, yeah, thanks. Well, alrighty, guys. That is
We
part
call this
2.
the research
Oh,
room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from
we
here.
call this the research room. It is just a research room. You don't call it that. That's
The
just
meeting
what that.
room. You can make vid calls
We
from
call
the
this
central
the
table
room where
or
we
just
meet.
Get the crew together.
It's the room where we meet. Oh, wow. Why do we need solid ground again? I guess for resources and materials, whatever. Well, alrighty, guys. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm definitely looking forward to getting into some of the real gameplay of it, getting into the research and development and crafting new items and scrounging up resources. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And once again, sorry that this part has been mostly just talking, but you know, got to get that out of the way for the gameplay and stuff. And hey, it's a Mass Effect game. That's what we like these games for, the talking and whatnot, and the world building, at least me. So, I enjoyed this part. I hope you did too, and I hope you all have a great day.